It's day 27 of working on the business, and boy, am I excited to share with you some of my updates. One of them being, I'm taking a different approach when it comes to uploading to YouTube Shorts and TikTok. The style and the way that I'm going about it is going to be different. I think it's going to have a major impact. I'm curious to mess around and find out, and I'd love to get your feedback in the comments section. In addition, I'm going to talk more about the flowcharts that I've been working on. I want to continue to focus on improving the mindset, quitting bad habits, and any other topics that you guys can find helpful. For me, most recently, it was avoiding gambling. Now, luckily, knock on wood, don't have a problem when it comes to gambling, but there are certain times where I say, it wouldn't be the best idea based on the financial goals that I have. So then I create a flowchart, and that helps me out. And I also want to share that with you guys for free so you can take a look. Now, normally my past approach for these long form videos would be to actually document myself creating these flowcharts, right? But I wasn't capturing that much attention, and I don't really think that's what you guys are looking for. So I'm thinking about doing something different and actually completing these flowcharts and then doing just a solo video focused about it, discussing it, and going about it that way. And I think that will provide more value. But again, let me know if I'm right or wrong about that. So if you're with me so far, please like and subscribe. You're doing me a huge favor. Currently, I'm a smaller channel, but rapidly growing, and every like and subscribe really helps me out. Okay, so when it comes to the YouTube short, here's going to be my approach. I don't want to do something that's very bland. Something that everybody kind of knows is like, yeah, and then they go on to the next one. It could be something that I wouldn't say is edgy, but I draw like an opinion on it. And people can combat me at it and say like, no, you're absolutely wrong. Or they can take the other side and say, you're absolutely right. So my most recent YouTube short that I uploaded, I talked about the rap battle or the beef that's going on between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. They're just two very popular rappers, and that is taking the pop culture news right now. Now, it's very intriguing because even if you're not a big rap battle fan or the diss tracks, it's really interesting to see the insults that they have going back and forth and get sucked into it. And it really takes away the attention. Now, because it's so popular, people don't even think twice about it because they're like, oh, yeah, my attention, boom. But what they don't realize is that it's taking away their time and their focus. Now, if they're not looking to improve in other aspects of their life, that's completely fine. You know, if like you say like, okay, I got a budget of time where I can devote that to entertainment, or you've already accomplished all the goals that you want to accomplish, that's awesome. But overall, it's very easy to get drawn into the pop culture, the social media, the phone, or whatever's on the news. And the point that I want to make is that rather than devoting your time to that, it would probably be more beneficial towards actually working on your goals, working on your health, improving on your relationships, all these different items versus, what is being pushed in front of you. Now, I know that people are going to disagree, but it comes down to who am I looking to help and who's my target audience. If people want to be entertained, absolutely do that. But at the same time, that is not how I want to live my life, and I want to help out other people that want to improve their lives as well. So this is where it's going to be a debatable topic. People are probably going to hit me in the comment section of that YouTube short, be like, bro, what the heck? You're wrong. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. And rather than take it personally, which maybe I gotta grab or develop a little bit hard skin, I already do, but then this will help me out more. But because when you put yourself in the public eye, well, that's kind of what's going to happen. So I'm not going to complain about that whatsoever. I'm going to know that that's a part of the process that I will need to do. But at the same time, it's great to have that type of back and forth and have that discussion and also focus on the direction that I want to go. So as opposed to saying like, hey, vegetables are healthy, people would just be like, yeah, we already know, and they would move on. And the reason why I do that is because for two reasons. Number one, gains more attention and it's better in the algorithm because its first impression would be, okay, well, if I get dislikes, it's going to punish me in the algorithm. And from what I gathered from past experience is that just any type of engagement is good, because that is what people are talking about. And just because somebody dislikes something doesn't necessarily mean that they don't want to, like, it's not a popular thing in the algorithm. Like, there's certain topics that are very heated and is very popular. I'm sure that the like ratio may not be as high as other things, but that is okay. So it's just going with the flow on that. Secondly, I know that Ryan Reynolds, he is actually considered to be like extremely intelligent when it comes to marketing. So most people know him as the actor. He plays like Deadpool and comedian, etc. But he actually is extremely wealthy due to like his other business ventures and being a great marketer. And one of the ways on how he really boosted up a company was he would see like a viral trend, and then he would like attract them quickly and create a commercial. So sometimes if there's a viral video or something happening a little bit controversial, he would grab them, put them in a commercial right away, and boom. So he was able to capitalize on that. So I think like that's really interesting and potentially something that I can incorporate. Not to say that I'm going to be grabbing like the most viral thing and then incorporating. No, but it's just something that I can relate to what is popular, what is trending, and also connect that to what I'm working on. So that is my approach. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. I'm going to pop on these sweet, nerdy glasses so I can show you the flowchart that I'm working on quickly. And again, if you're with me so far, if you could like and subscribe, you are doing me a huge favor, because I'm looking to improve, and if you're looking to improve, then I am so happy that you're here with me to go on this journey. So while I was talking, I'm pulling up the board. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Woo. And then you can see right here, kind of like statistics that are happening for the channel. And you know what? We'll just rock this window to begin with. Let's go. So I did mention that I was creating a flowchart about how to avoid gambling. And disclaimer, I'm not a professional, not a counselor. So if you are looking for professional help, please seek that, because I am just providing my techniques and my tools that help me personally through my mindset. And the way how I did that is I just listed out, hey, what is my goal? It is to avoid gambling, especially in this situation, this time frame, and I list out the problem and the solution, in which then later on I will draw out the actual flow chart and my thought process. It'll help me out, because it's one thing to label out the problem and solution, which is great, by the way, but then it's cool to then be able to look at the actual flow chart and see my thought process that I myself have mapped out. I'm like, oh, that is definitely me. Yes, that is my thought process. So I don't have to reprocess and go through it and have this constant struggle, because everything is already laid out. And if you're curious to see how that looks, I got other videos as well. But you know what? Let's just take a look at another example, just so you guys can have an idea if you're not familiar with the channel. We could take a look at, I did this big one here. This took like over 30 hours, and it was regarding how to improve consistency. And then what I would do is I'd label each section and say, okay, why may I not be feeling consistent? Is it because I'm feeling overloaded? So then I'd zoom in. Yeah, I know it's a ton of text, but so I'd zoom in. I'd say like, okay, if I'm feeling overloaded, let's see my thought process. I feel overloaded. Even if I use 100% of my time efficiently, I won't get everything done. No matter how hard I try, certain tasks won't get done. So that's quite a bummer. And then I'd say like, well, what's a good next step? Well, be kind to myself. I'm doing the best that I can. If I'm putting on too much pressure, realize it, that it's also impacting my mood. Relax. And understand that if I'm agitated, it impacts not only myself, but then other people around me. And then this is where we go into like certain decisions. And I ask myself questions like, okay, is this a busy time of my life where it's just like very temporary, or is it something longer? Like, is it going to be a weekend or multiple weeks? So if it's short, I could say, hey, it's only a short time, boom. If not, then we go down further into this tree. So check out that video. I will link it in the description so you can take a look, and then also you can download it if you think that this would be helpful, because it is helpful for me. But let's get back to avoiding gambling. So we'll take a click on this, and as you can see, I list out all the end cases. I list out my problem, saying, hey, I'm tempted that I'd go out gambling, and it wouldn't be the best use of my funds, time, nor really networking, like connecting with people. So the solution was these 8 points. In fact, I think I had 9. So let me just try to expand this. No, I only had 8. 8 was all that I needed. So with this being said, these are just things that I think would really help me out. Create a flow chart about it, boom, and go from there. And once that is fully completed, then I can have an actual video discussing that. and giving people my points, my mindset, because I'm sure that there's other people out there that would also benefit from this. And if it's not that specific topic of gambling, I'm sure that there are many, many other topics. And that's what's cool. It's like I'm building up a portfolio, can share that out with people, help out, because I'm sure people are going through this as well. So if you think that this provides value, if you like what I'm doing, giving out positivity, helping people improve, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.